Hey, what's up guys? I'm Vortek and welcome back to Mechanica, where today we are going to be setting up an automated mining slash smelting system that is fuel efficient. This was a suggestion from someone in the comments of a previous Mechanica video asking, can we make a program for the miner slash furnace so the furnace can only turn on when it's received 2 ore and then turn off again while the miner gets more while the miner continues collecting more, ores. Yeah, I have the comment on the screen. You can see it. And we are just in time because we're almost out of copper here at my copper mine next to the gas station. So I'm actually going to pick all this up and bring it to a new location with a fresh vein of copper. I am going to end up wasting the fuel and the battery that are inside here, but it'll be worth it because it'll be fully automated and waste no more. Hopefully. So let's go over here and check that out. You may have noticed that I'm not camped out in my normal spot. That's because we're on a different save file. I was streaming on Twitch the other day and started a new game, and I actually like this save file a lot better because I got a lot more automation done. I'm going to show you some more automation in future videos. I just want to focus right now on this particular task because this has been kind of a common conversation in the Mechanica Discord and on the YouTube channel. I have a few things to show you guys regarding this. We're not getting attacked right now. You need to leave. You need to leave. Oh, I'm so bad at this. He's gonna call his friends. I have 3 buddy bots running, you may have noticed, and it's all thanks to these guys. They spawn a lot more now, which is great. Now for this build, I'm going to make something I haven't made before. It is a light box. This can probably work with any toggleable light, but I'm going to use the light box because that is what's in this diagram that I have from the Discord. So I want to shout out a name I can't pronounce. It's Oleboskol3, maybe. And they actually posted this picture in Discord that shows exactly how to set up an auto miner that counts the ores that come out of the auto miner and go into the furnace. And there it will turn off the furnace until more ore is ready to get smelted. So shout out to you because I was trying to figure this out forever last night, and I saw this in the Discord today, and I'm really, really excited to share your program with everybody. So here's how it's set up. Basically, there's a light box. There is the auto miner. There's obviously the smelter. I'm actually going to move the light box so we can attach the... I forgot we also need to attach a storage box to it, so I'm going to move the light box. It can go on the front. Who cares? And then... it's a little lopsided because of the terrain, but that's all right. Put that there, and we got a battery in here. Perfect. Okay, so the way this is going to work is we're going to program everything through the furnace. So I'm going to take it from the furnace and go into the light box and into the auto miner. Now, from what I gathered, this is not the only way to set this up, and I'm going to go into an alternative method after we set all this up. Because I have a question for you guys regarding how you would set this up, and I'll show you a potential other way, but we'll get to that in a bit. Just get your commenting fingers ready so you can let me know in the comments what you think. All right, so we're in the furnace programming menu, and we first need to get some programs thrown in here. So, for example, from the auto miner, we need to be counting the unsuccessful mining attempts. I'm setting this up exactly like I see it in the photo, so I don't get anything wrong, but basically from the light box, we're also going to be detecting if the light box is on. We're going to run a branch, so right-click, get your branch ready, and the way this is going to work is every time there's a successful mining attempt, the light will get toggled on, and a branch will run, and it's going to check to see if the light box is in fact on. From the furnace, we'll also need an event listener for on ingot produced, and then we'll need one from the auto miner as well on unsuccessful mine attempt. By the way, if you hold shift and you click on these, you can group them together and move them around. I just accidentally discovered that, so that's kind of cool. Now for the furnace itself, we need something that turns it on, and then we also need something that turns it off. And then for the auto miner, we need something that turns it off. All right, now these are all the nodes. Is node the right word? These are all the nodes except for one more. We need a wait timer right there. We're going to do this. So we need to go from this branch, and basically, if the variable that the light box is on equals false, it's going to start a timer, at which point the timer will turn on the furnace. Now, let's see. On ingot produced, we will be turning off the furnace. I know this is the furnace because it does not say furnace next to it because we started programming in the furnace, so it's not telling us that. But this is the auto miner because, of course, it says auto miner. Just showing you how to keep track of all that in your head. On an unsuccessful mining attempt, both of these things will get turned off because there's no point. If there's no more ore left, there's no point in having them both running. Now, as far as the programming goes, this is exactly what the picture looks like. I've checked it, I've double-checked it, and I'm sure I've missed something. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Let's turn this on. It looks like the light box turned on when I turned on the auto miner, which is interesting. The ingots produced, it's off. There it is. This is ingenious. This is so cool, and I'm going to show you why this is just so freaking ingenious. But, boom. The light is on. And here comes another ore. The light is off. The ore popped out. The furnace turned on just long enough to make one ingot. Ingenious. This is so cool. Now, I'm going to leave that running for a bit, and I'm going to show you guys an alternative potential way to make this work. And I'm using the word potential kind of loosely. I have no idea if it's going to work or not. But I need to show you this because I gotta know. Some of you in the comments are going to be a lot smarter than me. In fact, most of you probably. And now, see, this alert isn't working. One of these ran out of... Oh, no, I just turned it off. Let's see. Oh, cool. This has replenished itself. So this green light here indicates that the auto miner and the furnace both have fuel. I made a video on that. Don't forget to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep them off, actually. We're going to grab an item called a number input. All right? Now, here's where things get kind of crazy. We used a light box to count how many ores, how many ores we had over on the copper mine we just set up. Another commenter, I'm gonna show you the comment here. Give me all this stuff. Another commenter says, it's Nitrotech, says, use the number input device to count the number of ore mined by the miner. Use the compare number function, and once the number of mined reaches 2, turn off the miner and turn on the furnace. Once the ingot produced event is called, turn the furnace back off and the miner back on. Similar to how we set up over there, but now we're going to use, instead of a light, a number counter to set all this up. The problem, and this is probably a bad example because I'm already wired up to like the brim here when it comes to my mental capacity for this. The problem with this is I don't know how to count things with this number thing. Now, if you hit the button, it just adds numbers. So I know counting exists in the game. If you touch these buttons, it can count up and down. It can count by 100. I'm sure a very useful item that I don't understand because numbers scare the poop out of me. But essentially, somehow, using all these different variables, we're supposed to be able to count when the miner produces ore. I would love to know how this works, and that's why I was using the word potential, because I think there's a way to do this, but I don't know how. I for the life of me, I could not tell you how to get this to work. So in the comments, or maybe on Discord, if you guys want to come into the Discord and share an image or something, maybe you could show me another way to get this to work. Because there's also, if you right-click and look at the functions, bird's eye view here, there's a whole math tab. And I thought, well, maybe adding numbers, right? Maybe there's a way to tell it, like, add 1 every time ore pops out of the auto miner. But I don't know. As soon as numbers come into play, I get scared and confused, which is why I love what we set up out over yonder with the copper mine, because that's just working now, and we are so crazy fuel efficient. So that is my question for you in the comments below. If you could help me out, that'd be great. I have so much more to show you as far as this place goes. So don't forget to subscribe so you can see even more Mechanica videos, and check out my Mechanica playlist as well, because I have all kinds of videos coming out, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this game. I broke my door. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Hopefully I'll figure out why that happened, and then show you what not to do about automatic doors. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you later.